Okay, so this is the simplest the one of the two, the simpler of the two jump grids. It's set point jumping. And it's like how you teach dogs to arc over a jump, not run through it or go flat. So what you need is a jump of some kind. You can make it, or you could have agility jumps like I do. You want to be able to go up in height slowly. You don't want it to be like, all right, you're jumping 6 inches, all right, you're jumping 26 inches. And I'd say you'd probably want something that could go up to 24 or 26 inches, because at that point that creates a nice arc, especially with how big Zim is. Any more than that is a little extra. So you need some type of thing that can be a bar that ratchets up, right? And then you need a stride regulator. I'm using a Cavaletti, but it can be literally anything that the dog will lift their feet up and over, right? Because you're going to be sitting them here, and what you don't want them to do is step on this, right? Or mash through it, or have some feet, on either side. So you need it to be something that is tall enough that they'll make an effort to clear it or go over it, not through it, or not step on it. So you set your jump up. I'd start with it low, and then what you want to do is set your stride regulator up. 1, 2 small steps, maybe bigger for Zim, but you just have to watch his form, and see what works. And so it should, trying to back up, look like that. Okay. I've also used jump grids as a way, away from the Mondio jumps, to avoid stress about them, as a way to teach the don't touch the top of the jump criteria in a clear way. So I'd recommend that. So for her, to make this harder, I use our super thin jump bar, PVC jump bar, because it's pretty feather light. It's really easy to knock, and it doesn't feel like a lot, especially in arousal. So it holds her way more accountable. You might want to start out with a thicker, heavier PVC pipe or pole or rod of some kind, so that it's very, very obvious, he feels it when he touches it, so that when he feels it, when he touches it, you can mark no, and he can go, okay, that touch is bad, right? Then I graduate to a thinner rail because she's doing some agility stuff. Next, you set your reward. Delicious frisbee. I set about twice the length of the Cavaletti, but it doesn't really matter. Out further. So, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. There it is. Right? So it is straight on to the jump. It's pretty clear what the dog has to do. You do want them to focus forward. You do not want them looking at you, right? You want to make sure that they are driving forward to the toy, looking over at the jump, not watching you. That's really, really important for developing good form. And then you do it. So you set the dog up in a sit. I prefer sit. You could do stand. Definitely don't do down. About a foot off of the stride regulator, maybe a little bit more. It doesn't matter. You just need to get up and over it. With the reward, All right, we're back with the reward out there. She's done this before, so she knows to focus. You might need to put yourself out forward at the same place as the reward to make him focus out there to start. So mark, go. Right, perfect. Get your toy, good girl. And then you start ratcheting the height up. So obviously I did a big jump, but she's done this exercise before. And it helps if you film it, especially if you're not used to watching it, because you want to make sure that they are maintaining an even arc, right? Boom, boom. You don't want it to be boom, really, and then taking off really close and flinging over it. Or if their stride regulator's too far away, boom, and then leaving early, cresting early, and coming down early. This is supposed to manufacture the perfect jump arc. Mark, look. Where's your toy? Go. Ooh, see, that was ugly, right? I need to move it back a little bit. Go. That's better. Good girl, get your toy. So this is at 24. As the height increases, the stride regulator should move backwards. Go. Yes, good job. Go. Hey, she touched it. Go. Hey. Right, perfect. Go. Perfect.